Hello viewers and welcome to Trigonometry, the Silent Killer, hosted by me, Maths14s. You can just call me Adam. Now, I've got 7 keywords for you today. Sine, cosine and tangent. We'll shorten these to sin, cos and tan because that's how it appears on the conventional scientific calculator. Next we've got hypotenuse, opposite and adjacent. Now below these will be some information about each of them. First, we'll stick to these. So, hypotenuse, the hypotenuse is away from the right angle triangle. We have a right angle triangle. That's what we're going to stay with at the moment because this is basic trigonometry. In this, the hypotenuse is always away from the right angle. The adjacent is always adjacent to the given angle. And the opposite is always away from the given angle. Or opposite to the given angle. You know what I mean. Now over here we've got sin, cos and tan. Now you notice that all these link into 2 of these. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now this is what you need. SOHCAHTOA. This is one of the most important words you're going to know. If you know C6 and the 7th one, you are unstoppable. Sin is opposite and hypotenuse, cos, adjacent and hypotenuse, tan, opposite and adjacent. That's all you're going to need to know, and this word gives it all. So now you've got this. So SOHCAHTOA means we know what to do. First we have to find what sides are involved. What sides are involved are the hypotenuse, the side away from the right angle, and the opposite, the side opposite to the given angle. In this example, the given angle is 46 degrees. This is the formula we're using because SOH, you know what I mean. Sin theta, this is called theta, is opposite over hypotenuse. Fill these in. Sin 46 is x divided by 8. So if we multiply this side by 8 to get rid of the divide, then we have to multiply this side. So we've got 8 times sin 46 is x. If you want, I can show you that in a different way. Change side, change sign. So if you move the divide by 8 over here, it becomes multiplied by 8. Either way, this is how we come out with. Now you can just type this into your scientific calculator. Sometimes you have to type 46 then sin, and then it'll come up. Sometimes you can just type it like that and click enter, and it'll come up like that. It really depends what make your calculator is. At the moment I'm using a Texas Albert 2. I don't know what that is. All I know is that it's a calculator. Anyways, so you get this answer. This is the answer you should get from your calculator. If you don't have this answer, you've done it wrong. Sorry. Anyways, so this will round down because we don't want this huge answer just plopped down there. So round it down to 2 decimal places and throw it in. So we've worked out this side with nothing more than a side and an angle and a formula. That's trigonometry. We'll use a different one now. But first, I'm going to pause the video. Sorry about that short interlude. Every mathematician needs a drink once in a while. Continuing on, this is tan because we have the opposite and the adjacent involved. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath because I just ran upstairs. Substitute everything in, and then you've got this. So 7 multiplied by this is x. Type this into a calculator, you've got that. Round it, you've got that. There's your answer. Trigonometry isn't that hard. Well, those 2 pages, those 2 triangles were the easy section I just made up. Jumping into the hard section now. Well, the medium section anyways. Now you'll notice straight away this is different. Now this may be the first triangle, but the angle's missing. We don't know what that angle is. Pretend you don't. We do know it's 46 degrees. We aren't all like amnesiacs. Anyways, new triangle, first triangle, but yeah, so we know this should be 46 degrees if we do this right. It's sin because it's involving opposite and hypotenuse. So sin x is this, which is this decimal. throw that into a calculator. Sin minus 1. That's because the x and this needed to swap places. So sin minus 1 swaps them somehow. Anyways, now you've got this, and that's x. Boom. 45.951374.325 degrees. That round to a whole number because we want it to be in degrees, which are discrete data. So 46 degrees to 0 decimal places, throw it in there. I'm going to go a bit more slowly for the second one because I think I went a bit too quickly for that. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, sorry. So yeah. It's this, and this comes into a great big long-winded answer, so we'll just leave it as that in the brackets. Now, we do need to use tan minus 1. If you cannot find that on your calculator, most likely you just need to press the invert button and then tan, or the invert and cos, the invert and sin, whatever triangle you're working on. Anyways, so now we've got x on its own, and we can use these to work it out. There's the long-winded answer. It's an angle, so we want it as one number, 60 degrees. Woo! Last question. This is the hard section. This is only one in this. Hopefully you'll get it straight away. And so basically we have the opposite and the adjacent there. So opposite and adjacent. Right, so it'll be just the same as all the others, won't it? Right, so x over 6. Wrong. 6 over x. See, that was me rushing, like pretend rushing. That is one of the easy mistakes to make. Getting your sides mixed up like that. You need to make sure that you're aware of all the sides and what they are. 6 in this case is the opposite, meaning it's the denominator, not the numerator, sorry. X in this case is the adjacent, meaning it's the denominator. So yeah, you need to be careful. Anyways, same method, x multiplied by tan 37, but we don't want that. We want x on its own. So if we divide that side by tan 37, move it over here, it's 6 divided by tan 37 is x. Basically, all you've done is swapped x round with tan 37, so it's like a two-way swap. I can explain why you need to do that, but it's easier if I just leave it, because I'm timed. Anyways, you've got this long-winded number when you do this on a calculator. 7.96. Boom. So yeah, that's trigonometry, and it's not as hard as you might think. That's why I put it into the difficult section. Go ahead and make practice for a bit. I'm going to try and make a worksheet and post a link in the description of the video when it's done. If I make it and it isn't all awful, you can just print it out at home and try some of the questions. Or, even better, ask your maths teacher if you can borrow something to try and do some work on it. Because if you're struggling with trigonometry, then this might help. If anyone has any questions to ask, please just send me a personal message or send me a comment, and I'll try to explain something to you in a personal message or a reply, or even another video if it's a big question. So bye for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. You probably didn't because it's got my voice in it. Ciao.